because we always hit the nail on the head. So check this out, my Miami Hurricane fans. My Louisville fans. Now, on my Florida State fans and my Florida Gator fans, yes, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Guys, make sure you do me a huge favor. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel. So, obviously, I don't know. Hold on. That guy just walked by. He wearing red. Is he a Louisville fan? He probably trying to get the inside scoop. Anyways, man, Miami will take a trip up to Louisville. Now, obviously, this is a noon game. This is on ABC, so local channel. If you got like an antenna, you can watch this game, and you can watch it live, and you can watch it ahead of everybody who's, you know, watching it on a stream and stuff like that. You know, get your little antenna, man, hook it up to your TV, and you'll see things firsthand. That's tough. Now, obviously, this game is building up to be a rivalry. There's even a trophy involved. There's the Schallenberger shoe or whatever. Schallenberger shoe, you know, he coached at Miami, won our first championship. Also went on to coach at Louisville. So, boom, trophy, rivalry. This was supposed to be one of those rivalries built within the ACC when they did the rescheduling and everything like that. This was supposed to basically be an experiment all the way up to 2026, but nonetheless, it was supposed to be like Boston College, Louisville, and Florida State that Miami play every season. Obviously, with SMU and Cal and Stanford coming into the conference, that has changed. Miami do not play Boston College this season, so, you know, it is what it is. But they do play Louisville. They do play Louisville at Louisville. Now, obviously, last season Miami did play Louisville here in South Florida, down at the Hard Rock, where it was a hard-fought game between both, where Louisville actually came out the winner on top. You know, some things, you know, went their way. But nonetheless, this season, Miami's the number 6 team in the country. Arguably the number 1 offense and arguably like the number 2 defense or something like that in the country. So, obviously, Miami can put up points. Cam Ward is one of the Heisman leaders, averaging about 300 and something yards a game, you know, about three touchdown passes or whatever. So, Miami can put up points, basically. The last 2 games have been a struggle. If you watch, Miami had to come from behind in both of those games. One of those games being Cal, a 10:30 at night game. Nonetheless, came back 25 points down and won that game. Kind of like when, you know, Alabama was losing to Georgia in the national championship. They were like down 25 and they came back and won the game. That's tough. That's tough. But Louisville. So this season, leading up to this game, I've always told you guys, Louisville and Florida State was going to be one of those tough games. That has changed. Louisville is still a tough game. It's still going to be, you know, one of those games that Miami do not sleep on. Florida State, we could take naps, we could take sleeps, we could go to the mattress store, sleep in the store, take a nap in the store, try every mattress in there. Sleep on Florida State, basically. But Louisville is not one of those teams. Now, obviously, the last match they played, they went to Virginia and got a win. One of those weird games where they won in the end, 24-20. So, kind of keep the strength alive for this game. You know, as of this season, the ACC rules and everything like that for the ACC championship game, it's looking like a 3-way tie right now. Obviously, there's still a lot of football to be played, but, you know, Miami, Clemson, and SMU could end up all being undefeated, and obviously Miami need to just win out, and, you know, hopefully some of the teams that we do play against win their games so it could favor us in the end. You know, don't want to be an undefeated ACC team that get left side of the ACC championship, but keep in mind, if that does happen, we're 12-0, we'll still make the playoffs. But we want everything that belongs to us. And that ACC championship is definitely in the realm of things. But anyways, Louisville. Obviously, some players have transferred from the University of Miami to Louisville. In Don Chaney Jr., he's a running back over there. And tight end, Jaleel Skinner, transferred also. Him and Don Chaney transferred over there. So those are the players that you'll probably end up seeing in this game. More Don Chaney than, you know, Skinner. I haven't really put too much research into Skinner or stats or anything like that to see what he's actually done at Louisville. But those are 2 former Miami Hurricane players that are over there. Now, obviously, Louisville can pass the ball. Louisville can make explosive plays. I think they're like 1 or 2 in the country when it comes to, the big plays, the 40-yard plays and stuff like that. And as of right now, Miami's defense, when it comes to those plays, are ranked up in the 80s somewhere, 90s somewhere. So obviously we got to put pressure on them. Now, good for us that our defense is #1 when it comes to actually applying pressure. We're #1 in the country in applying pressure on the quarterback, so that'll be good for us. Obviously, our front seven, our front four is phenomenal, leading in the country in a lot of stats. Pressure is #1, so that's good. We're up there in the sacks and everything like that, and tackle for loss and stuff like that. So it'll be great to give the secondaries a relief most of the time throughout that game. So that's the good news for us. Now, another good news for us on the offensive side, Miami create a lot of explosive plays. Cam Ward, like I said, is averaging 300+ yards a game throwing the ball. And Louisville defense is pretty much one of those that's suspect when it comes to, the pass. If Louisville cannot stop Miami from passing the ball, which we know Cam Ward is pretty good at that, especially in the second half of games. If Louisville cannot stop Miami from passing the ball, then Miami could run away with this game early. Now, what Louisville will need to do is try to make Miami run the ball, try to establish a run, or basically do what they've been doing the last couple games, which is establish both the run and the pass. So Louisville kind of want to make Miami a one-dimensional team in running the ball. Their strength is stopping the run. Now, obviously, Miami does have a good room of running backs, but some has not lived up to expectations, or pushed the meter to where you thought they would be. Like, be honest, Damian Martinez has not gone to that level where we thought he would be, but nonetheless, he's still averaging good, moving the ball to contribute that to the O-line. Even though they don't open up a lot of holes, they do push the defensive line enough to where we can pick up at least 3-4 yards every single time we run the ball. Sometimes 5-6, good push. We just need our running backs basically to sometimes be aware of the extra holes out there, and sometimes get out of your comfort zone of just running behind the line and break it to the outside. But it is what it is. Isaiah Horton, this game should be a highlight for him. If he can go vertical, which he's our best vertical receiver at the moment right now, if he could go vertical in this game, this will be probably one of his highlights of his career kind of game. Because Louisville is kind of terrible when it comes to the vertical pass. They give up a lot of that this year. Their secondary has been suspect in that area. So if Isaiah Horton can take advantage of that, and let's not forget about Restrepo. Restrepo can also, make this a breakout game. Clutch catches, of course. Chopping up Louisville zones, because they do run a lot of zone. So, Xavier Restrepo is one of those guys that are very good when it comes to the zone, getting open, getting that extra step or two to get the ball, especially when Cam Ward extend the plays and stuff like that. So I'm expecting a good game out of Isaiah Horton, probably his career high. Also expecting some great catches from Xavier Restrepo in this one. I would love to see a balance of both, but I think passing the ball and getting ahead early in this game would be best for Miami. Now, score prediction wise for this game, I got it at Miami 37, Louisville 24. I do believe Louisville will have some opportunities to put up points and everything like that. I do believe Miami will cover the spread, which, by the way, the spread right now is 4.5. I do believe that, we win this game by more than a touchdown, by 2 scores to be exact, whether it's 10 points or more. Like I said, my score prediction is 37-24, the University of Miami. So Miami will go on the road, in my opinion, hopefully, come back 7-0, and then, we'll look forward to the Florida State game. Man, let me know, guys. based on the information that I have gathered and I have told you guys in this video, how you guys are feeling. Put your score predictions in the chat. What are your concerns, pros and cons for Louisville? Miami got to stop the run against Louisville too. I failed to mention that. Miami has got to stop the run. Louisville can absolutely move the ball running. I think they're averaging at least 5 points something, 5 point something carry. So stop the run, which we have not done pretty well this season, you know. So our run defense is one of those that's ranked up there in the 80s or something also. So we got to stop the run. Stop the run, stop the run. Miami win this game. I do believe Miami will win this game. Louisville's only lost this year. SMU, and that's a long, hard-fought game back and forth. They went at it. Also, they did not, you know, lay down for Notre Dame. So two losses, close losses. Now, arguably, I've seen Louisville fans are basically crying about officiating, saying that, you know, the last couple of games, the officiating has been terrible, and it's all been against Louisville, this, that, and the third. Also, that they are one of the most penalized team in the country, very undisciplined. So, keep that in mind. Miami, don't win the penalty game. Do not win the penalty game. Let Louisville do what they do with penalties, but do not compete with Louisville in the penalty games. We do not want to be more penalized than them. We want to be very disciplined. We want to come out of this bye week and get this win. You know, some things I really don't want to talk about, but coming out of the bye week, Miami has y'all know, y'all been along the journey, man. Anyways, do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. Get in the comment section. Let's chop it up.